throughout the state to the very end. How long is it?
All right. Oh yeah, so let me get over here real quick. We are live, I guess. It seems like Ari's joining in a couple iterations. Let me pull up the agenda for myself, sorry. All right, so I think we're working all right, yeah? Let me just make sure over there. Okay, is it? Yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna click OK. And then, oh yeah, and then it looks like the volume's working. I can see you guys are here, so we're good. Ready to stand for the pledge? Yeah. Recording to the cloud and YouTube, so we're good. All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the village of New Paltz humbly acknowledges that we are on the traditional lands of the Montezuma Sopis and Lenape people. The Indian Removal Act of 1830 forced the people to relocate to an hospitable territory far from the bountiful valley and mountains we inhabit today. The village further acknowledges that much of the physical structure of our village and town was built by enslaved Africans who labored as the property of their owners until 1827 on this very land. We acknowledge and honor the contributions, resilience, and accomplishments of the BIPOC community, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, who've overcome historic injustice to inform our past and inspire our future. And the Village of New Paltz encourages everyone to learn more about these contributions and sacrifices made by the Indigenous people and enslaved Africans by visiting these sites that are on our agendas and our minutes. So check those out. So it's a really small agenda. So I guess I move to approve the entire agenda. There's no changes. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Okay, and then I move to approve the consent agenda as it is. All in favor? Aye. Let's move to public comment. If anyone has anything they want to say, then you can come on up and share your name and just make sure like the microphone and camera picks you up so you can come up to this seat and introduce yourself and share whatever it is you wish to speak upon.
I wrote the email down to you. Oh.
We're ready when you are.
Okay, so I'm Dan Kraus, and this is my third stint living in New Paltz. I've just been back for over 2 years now. And I do a lot of walking all around town. Every day the weather's good, at least 3.5 miles or more. And a good part of my walk is Huguenot Street, which is up and back about 2 miles of that. And I have noticed 2 public safety issues in that walk daily. Okay, the first one is there's, even in spite of those signs there that say the speed limit's 25 miles that some people have on their lawn, quite a few people still speed there. And just from being a driver and a walker for a long time, I could tell the difference between 25 miles and 40 miles an hour. So I think that the police need to have somebody sit out there in some little corner and catch people going up and back, and they do it for a couple of days. Word will get out, and give out enough tickets, word will get out, and it'll probably at least stop for a while. The second thing is that a lot of people don't seem to understand that as a pedestrian, you're supposed to walk on the left facing the traffic. And they walk on the right, and that becomes a problem for people who do walk on the left and for people driving who wind up not knowing who to go around and all of that. And it creates an unsafe situation. And there's a lot of it going on, I wouldn't bother, bringing it up. And I know when I have tried to mention it to people, some people take it as an affront to their personal autonomy rather than as a public safety issue. So I think there needs to be a sign or signs that could be attached to the already existing traffic signs along Huguenot Street. And I've seen these signs in other places, for instance, on Piermont Landing, that say pedestrians walk on the left. I know exactly who makes those signs just down the road in Pearl River.
Okay,
They have an 800 phone number. I'll even drive anyone down there to pick them up if they need be. And all of that. So it's very easy to resolve that. So at least I or anyone else can point to the sign and say, there it is,
I like that idea, thank you. Yeah, and I've seen that too, honestly, because that's like my running route. It happens everywhere where there's lots of people, I think, touristing,
Yeah, and I was told by a person in the public, why do I keep forgetting the name of the Department of Public Works? Department of Public Works, thank you, yes. That you need to pass some sort of ordinance to get the signs and all this stuff. So that's why I'm here.
Okay.
I'd like to see that ordinance, I'd like to see the signs, so I don't have to feel like I have to yell at people on a regular basis. I did that for 30 years as an English teacher, I don't want to have to do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so thank you for bringing all this to our attention and so now it's on the record and when the mayor's back from, our sister city and whatnot, he'll be filled in too if he's not currently watching. I just don't know what time it is there. And we'll take it from there.
All right, so I need to give somebody the information, because the person I gave it to,
I've got her email address right here for you.
What's that?
I said I have her email address right here for you.
all right, tell us me, because I don't do that phone business.
Like the BB,
Oh, hold on one second.
what email,
Oh, it's Stano's. Let's see.
or any of us.
Yeah, you said it was talking about Stano.
Yeah, vb@villageofnewfalls.gov.
Okay.
Say
Thank you.
that. Let's do that again.
Just V as in Victor, B as in board, village board, vb@villageofnewfalls.gov. And that'll get the whole board. And then we also have this too, so,
And
cool,
that was dot what?
.gov, G-O-V.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that'll get to you guys, that'll you all see that?
That'll be a good follow-up, yeah, thank you.
What stretch are you most concerned about again?
Huguenot Street.
Where between what and what?
And I would say between, Mulberry and the, Bosse's.
It's a long stretch.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's,
Right. And it's 30 miles an hour through there?
25 is the rule, but I'm
It's
telling you,
Mhm.
and not only that, but I noticed a couple of the speeders actually live on Huguenot Street. One of them is a renter, but still, it's,
So from Bosse's,
Down to
even
Lowell.
up before it gets to Old Kingston Road, right?
Did I forget to where?
Old Kingston Road?
Well, that's where the Bosse's is.
Right. So
Right,
up
so-
to that point.
Yeah.
So from Mulberry
At
back
least
over
for,
to, just trying to get specific here, so.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
uh-huh.
coming before that, after that, you get that chain link fence and people can't drive through.
Right.
So, and then they come around the turn, coming off of 32, I guess,
Right.
was that Broadwater?
Right. I don't know.
Broadhead,
Broadhead, sorry.
Broadway?
Broadhead,
Okay, Broadhead Street, they come around that curve.
Yeah.
And then go down toward the village, right? So there, when they make that turn, some people aren't
Right.
looking,
Right.
they don't think there's gonna be a pedestrian there or something, and they're just not looking too well, but they're not speeding because they're turning, that's another story.
And isn't there a stretch that's one way?
No, it's two way.
No, further on.
It's all
near the
two-way.
Church, near the church. On
It's
Sundays, isn't there?
Yeah,
It's all two-way.
But on Sundays,
No,
isn't there?
Sunday it's one way, but
That's
only between 8 and something.
Right, so we have
After
to
that.
factor that into what we want to decide to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be clear about that.
Yeah, well, I walk in the afternoons,
Yeah,
and so it's really, that's where I see the problem mostly,
right,
both problems.
okay. All right,
okay,
well, perfect, thank
yeah,
you.
thank you so much for bringing this to us.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, I'll get the information. to
Thank you, and be safe when you're out there walking.
You
You and everyone.
I'm
There-
always prepared for
We
the
have high visibility vests if you need one.
yeah,
Yeah,
We have a very bright green, high visibility vest that we have available for free.
yeah, I walk in the daytime, I don't wear
Raise it to
the
the shore.
cloak.
true.
It's
Did you have
not
a
that,
comment?
it's,
Okay,
um,
all right, let's,
Thank you.
it's bad driving and bad walking.
all right, and it looks like there's no one online to make a comment. Cool, thanks again. So, and then we do have a public hearing that remains open. On the draft law of the village manager, you know, did anyone want to make a comment on that?
Are we discussing it? Later.
We're gonna keep it open, yeah, did you want to discuss it? I'd rather
I just
wait
have,
till everyone's back.
yeah, I just think we're keeping it open
Yeah.
probably until the next administration comes in. Is this the idea or?
You know, I'm not sure if that was like everyone's idea,
I think it's just an idea.
but it's an idea, yeah,
Because they're the ones that will have to
yeah,
work with it.
true.
If there's any revisions, that would be better for them to maybe but not.
Well, let's like put a pin in this and have it as like a full business agenda item for next meeting too.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
And I had a question for Will, he hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Yeah.
Whether or not we can, have this position be a contractor's position rather than employees. And I think we can, but I need to get that confirmation from Will.
oh yeah, thank you for doing that. Yeah, I think it would be good for us to have a hearty discussion all together next meeting.
Sure.
Cool. So we'll keep that open. And there were no more comments tonight. So business agenda item 1 is the Winter Wonderland project, requests to use the Carmine Liberta Memorial Bridge platform, for an installation during featuring life-size aluminum cast bronze plated deer from the second week in December. Did we have to approve that, I think? Yeah, so, and then the idea was just like, you know, as long as there's an understanding that, you know, it all gets, it's leave no trace policy, just like everything else, right? So,
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
They wrote the email, what they were gonna do, the intent, they wanted, I don't think there was a clear date that they were given to remove anything, but I'm sure we go.
We could include that in our
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, I think that
I'm
was,
sure they want them gone as, you know,
yeah,
at the appropriate time, and we should maybe make mention of that.
right, yeah, just so there's a sense of understanding. So, yeah, I'd say like motion to approve, you know, this request. With kind of that caveat that there's, you know, in follow-up, just maybe some clarity on like when the end is, on all sides.
think
Hang on 1 second. I know, I think it'll be so pretty.
I do too.
I yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all in favor, aye, cool. Then we have the resolution of the cable franchise agreement. Let me pull that up. So this is just like an updated version of it, right? Yeah, so, I don't think really much explanation is needed, it's just like, the more current version. So, motion to approve the resolution approving the franchise agreement with Spectrum Northeast LLC.
Second.
All in favor? Cool. Then we've got our resolution for bills and claims. I motion to approve the motion, resolution of bills and claims.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Planning board reports.
And right now, the meeting of Ulster County Planning Board is happening, and I'm not there.
Yeah, and Mike is there, and I thank him so much for helping me get the meeting going, and then zipping up there. You guys rock. And I guess no ZBA report, because they're not here. Anything else? Oh, and I forgot to share my announcements because I'm so like all over the place because it is the day after the election. But I did want to point out that Ulster Core updated their map of places all throughout Ulster County to access free food. And so I shared that out on my personal social media pages, like all of them. And we'll continue to do so. But the Ulster Core map of free food places online is updated. People should check that out for support if they need it, and share it out in case, you never know when neighbor needs that information too.
Yeah,
Cool.
I reached out to them because they still have free food,
Yeah.
so they dropped it, they revised it. But what's also good to know about that map is that it provides, UCAT transportation
Yeah.
routes and all that, so if you are without a vehicle, there's ways perhaps to get into the nearest,
Oh yeah, thank you for pointing that out. That's like the reason why that map is really good. Thank you for updating that. Yeah, I'm in talks with different groups about possible next steps for free food fridge, and bringing back little food not bombs for the winter, since I feel an obligation to carry that torch, possibly, so to be continued until next time. All right, now I'm definitely done with my stuff. You all good? All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna go X out all the stuff.